إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Did you think this was going to be in English? We need English? Okay. They didn't tell me that. I'll have to translate from my native language to English. My native language. You know I'm from Texas, right? And we don't speak very good English for a while. How y'all doing? Okay, but I can manage, inshallah. My name is Yusuf. Can you say Yusuf?
Yusuf.
That's amazing. You know, they said it perfectly. Perfectly. Why does my wife still pronounce it useless? Could be a speech impediment, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, so we're here with you today. We're in the World Trade Center. Anyway, and it's nice to be here. They asked me, what do you think about Switzerland? And what do you think about the conference? Number one, I want to give full credit to those who went to the trouble to organize this and put it together. That takes a lot of planning, takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of meetings, a lot of money, and it must be done perfectly or it just won't work. And they did a wonderful job. I think we should acknowledge that right now. Allahu Akbar. You guys did great. They did a very good job. That's all you can do? That's it? Wow. Shall I give you another chance? Yeah, okay. Acknowledge the work your brothers and sisters did. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
All right. Now I'm going to give you a hard job. Try getting up tonight and making dua for them. Oops. Yeah, do that. They need that. We all do. So I'm really happy about that. I was very impressed with the way last night when we were in Bern and tonight over here, it's just been beautiful. And the timing is good too. That's something usually at a conference, they tell you to be ready at 3 o'clock to give a speech. It'll be 9 o'clock at night and it's still, inshallah, brother, inshallah. So they did good. They did really good, mashallah. Very happy with that. Then they asked me, what do you think about Switzerland? What do you notice about Switzerland? It's different from anywhere else. I said, number one, I was surprised about the Swiss cheese. The Swiss cheese is amazing. It didn't have any holes in it. I thought it had to have holes to be Swiss cheese. They said, no, that's just the stuff we send to you guys after the rats get it. Anyway. No, seriously. They melt the cheese and then they put it on the bread and they put it on the potatoes, they put it on the carrots, they put it on everything. I liked it. 20 pounds later, anyhow, it was great. I enjoyed that. Then there was the chocolate. Wow. I bet you can't eat just one. Oh my goodness, that really is amazing chocolate. And the Swiss watches. Well, they gave me free cheese and they gave me free chocolate, so hey, 2 out of 3 is not bad. I don't have a watch, so just in case you notice that. Anyway, I'm just having fun with you. I really enjoyed being here, and I hope and I pray that Allah will accept what we're trying to do. In summary, and this is the last talk of the night, really, we're going to have a little QA in a few minutes, but in summary, what is this all about? United in peace, and united for peace. United peace. And who are we talking about? We're talking about human beings in general around the world, but specifically the Muslims as well. Let us talk now about what causes the problems. We've all been able to, I think, identify this problem and this problem and that problem and this problem, but what is the solution? How can we derive from Islam the solution to the problem? One of the greatest of salesmen and psychiatrists that I've ever known, he said that every problem contains within itself the seeds to its own solution. Look to the problem carefully and you'll begin to understand how you can solve the problem. You don't need to go outside the problem. Stay within it and keep looking at it and you begin to understand. Let us consider Islam is for all people, all places, and all times. Is that right or wrong? Is it right or wrong?
Right.
Come on, guys. I don't want to put cue cards up here for you, okay? I think you know how it works, all right? So what we're saying then is that there should be an answer to every kind of a problem that a human being faces. We have things in Islam telling us how to do some detailed things that I don't think any other religion has ever covered. Telling you how to go to the bathroom. This is in Islam. The benefits of using the way or the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, the way of using the bathroom has been proven to be the very best way to eliminate it. Well, I didn't come up here to talk about that, but still, if I can find this in Islam, how come I can't find out what's going on with the problem of the people, why they can't get along? Also, the thing about washing your hands before you eat, is that a big deal? Today, anyone in the hygiene business, cleanliness for the body, stuff like that, will tell you how important it is to wash your hands. It even has a sign in the restaurants, restrooms. When the people go in there, they work at the restaurant, it says all employees must wash hands. Why? Because they know the germs that they're carrying. So look at this. Islam told us that 1,400 years ago. Some of the things that we know from Islam, America has spent millions of dollars to rediscover so they can claim that they found it. There were 2 ships, Navy ships, that they asked all the guys, in the Navy, on the one ship, not to wash, not to take care of washing themselves and so on. And another ship, make sure everybody does very close to what we do with Sunnah. And they found that the guys who didn't wash up got this kind of sickness, that kind of sickness, etc., etc. Then they had other experts who would go to some of the big companies like IBM and Microsoft and go through their particular cubby holes, the little rooms that they have with they do their work and everything. And they found that a lot of the times people get sick, and they found that look what happens. And they took these samples from the keyboards, and the samples from the telephones, and samples from the desktop, samples from their briefcases, and put them under a microscope to see what's going on. And they found so many things that are diseases and sickness because people didn't wash their hands. People didn't take care of some of the very basic things. And this they spent a lot of money to find out. And it was free in Islam. Wash. And when a doctor is going to do surgery on your body, and he's going to cut you open, what does he do first? He washes. Does he just wash his hands? No. He washes his arms to the elbow, yes or no? Yes. How many times? At least 3 times. And he'll wash his face. He'll even put a little bonnet on his head. They used to wash their hair, but now they just put a little bonnet on their hair. It kind of looks like a lady with a short hijab, And then he'll wash his feet, or he'll put something on his feet. Is it true or false? Yes. And who used to do that 1,400 years ago? The Muslims. Subhanallah. So we've had these kind of answers right along. Why can't we find the answer for these problems today? The reason, maybe, is because we're looking outside for solutions when it's inside all the time. Shall we check the Quran first? Doesn't Allah tell us in the Quran clearly in the Quran that we have something beautiful that He's given to us, a beautiful gift, a gift. Let me give you a better translation than probably some of the ones you know about. But first the ayah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. How many of you know this ayah? Put your hand up. How many of you know the translation? You know the translation. Keep your hand up. Huh? What language? Bengali? Yeah? What do you have? Arabic? You can translate that to Arabic? MashaAllah. It's nice. Tarjumat Arabiya. MashaAllah. Okay, that might be part of the problem. Okay. How many of you know what it is in English? Anybody knows this one in English? Oh, that's what you meant. You can take the Arabic to the Inglesi. I gotcha. All right.